Every driver who has spent more than one winter out here carries the same map in his head. Some roads keep you awake all year long. This list is different. These mountain passes only turn mean when the season changes. The road disappears under snow. The closure gate drops. The state does not care whose freight has a delivery deadline. 8 winter mountain passes, ranked from bad to worst. Each one comes with its closure record. The chain law, the rule that can force trucks to put chains on their tires, and the one true story that proves it. Every one of these has a hard number from a State Department of Transportation, DOT, or a news desk, not just driver talk. A wind gust of 148 miles per hour, the state record for Colorado. A pass that cost the local economy $300 million in closures, so the town raised the fine to $2,650. And one that ran an actual tank. Out west, there is a mountain where a real battle tank, a rifle that does not kick back, and a World War II cannon all pointed at the slope above the highway. They fired live rounds into the snow for over 40 years, but this pass just retired its gun in 2025, and what replaced it tells you exactly how dangerous that mountain still is. Let's get into it. Number 8. Monarch Pass carries US 50 across the Continental Divide, the high ridge that splits rivers flowing east and west, at 11,312 feet, the highest point on that highway. Colorado keeps it open all year in principle, but when conditions turn, the closure comes fast. On February 17, 2016, the National Weather Service recorded a wind gust of 148 miles per hour. That is faster than a hurricane. The Colorado Department of Transportation, CDOT, posted a closure alert at 2:45 that morning for very bad weather. Not because snow was falling, but because that kind of wind makes the road deadly. Picture a driver on US 50 at night, no snow. Then the trailer shoves sideways without warning. The closure gate drops with zero notice. What to do? Treat a CDOT closure alert on Monarch as absolute. Check CoTrip, Colorado's traveler information site, before you go. Monarch does not need snow to ruin your schedule. The wind alone holds the state record. But wind is not the only thing that stops a truck dead. Up next, a pass where a single jackknife, a truck's trailer swinging out and folding against the cab, can turn the whole interstate into a parking lot. Number 7. Siskiyou Summit reaches 4,310 feet. Officially the highest spot on the entire Interstate 5. When snow falls here, it falls on the one stretch with no easy way around, and trucks pay for it the same way every year. A jackknife happens when the trailer swings forward next to the cab, like a folding knife, and the whole rig blocks the road. On November 13, 2024, around 5:10 in the evening, several big rigs jackknifed and closed Interstate 5 northbound at milepost 4. The next February, another storm brought 2-hour delays to put on chains and more crashes near Eureka, the town at the base of Siskiyou Summit. Picture a driver going north in heavy snow. Black ice, a thin, invisible layer of ice on the road, grabs the drive tires. Up ahead, a trailer is already folded across the lane. There is no way around. Drivers who run this route all winter have seen this exact wreck before. The cost is your whole load, your whole day, and a rig you have to put back together. Number 6. Donner Summit has a chain law that can hit you personally. Interstate 80 over Donner Pass reaches 7,239 feet. When the R signs, the roadside signs that mean chains are required, go up, chain controls are a must. The fine for ignoring them can be $500. And the California Highway Patrol, CHP, is now calling out drivers who break the rule by name. On January 4th, 2026, the CHP's Truckee Division posted about a trucker who went past chain control without chains, got stuck, and was fined. The driver had the chains in the cab the whole time. He just did not put them on. You think about the 15 minutes it takes to put chains on against the temptation to go a little farther. You spin out, lose control, and your truck rotates. You wait for the tow truck, and your name becomes CHP's warning to everybody else. Donner's chain law is not optional. Skip it, and you will not just pay a fine, you will become the example. That is a $500 lesson. Hold that thought. Later in the countdown, one pass turns that lesson into a $2,650 fine. Number 5. US 40 over Berthoud Pass crosses the Continental Divide at 11,307 feet. An avalanche is a huge slab of snow that breaks loose and slides downhill. On January 14th, 2024, around 11:20 on a clear Sunday morning, a bank slide, a whole shelf of old snow giving way, let loose with no storm above. It caught 10 vehicles, including a tractor trailer that was partly buried. Nobody was hurt, but the pass stayed closed until Wednesday evening and more than 3 days, and it is still happening on March 19th, 2026. Another avalanche shut down westbound US 40. Imagine turning a curve on a calm winter morning, the sun out. Then a wall of snow runs down the slope without warning, and vehicles disappear. What to do? Respect every CDOT avalanche closure on this pass, whether it is planned or an emergency. Berthoud does not need a storm to bury you. A loaded shelf of old snow can let loose on a clear Sunday morning. An avalanche can bury you with no warning, but Vail Pass found a way to make the fine hurt just as much. Number 4. Vail Pass runs a 7% grade at 10,662 feet on Interstate 70. Colorado's must-carry law says every commercial vehicle over 16,000 pounds has to carry chains from September through May. CDOT wrote more than 1,300 chain law tickets in the 2024-25 season alone. But the town of Vail looked at the numbers. In 2024, Interstate 70 had 99 full closures, 161 hours of closures, and over $300 million in economic losses. They decided the state was not doing enough. In March 2025, Vail passed its own local law. On the pass itself, a chain violation now starts at $1,500. If your truck blocks the road, the fine hits $2,650. Picture a driver spinning out at the top of the grade, blocking a lane. The ticket reads $2,650. That is the town saying you cost the local economy a lot of money. You pay the price. What to do? Carry chains and put them on the moment CDOT posts the law. Vail's local fine is added on top of the state ticket. Midpoint pit stop. Before we climb into the top 3, what is the winter pass you have actually run in the snow and came away with a whole new respect for? Leave it in the comments below. That is how we will know who made it this far. And if you have not hit that subscribe button, now is a good time. Every comment you leave helps shape the next list. Now back to the countdown. So far, every pass has a chain law, and you can still bring a trailer. Up next, the one where the state's answer was not a warning sign. It was a full ban. Number 3. Teton Pass, Wyoming Highway. 22 puts up a different kind of sign. No trailers at all from November 15th to April 1st. Even in summer, there is a 60,000-pound weight limit. In 2016, a potato truck 18,000 pounds over the limit went straight over the guardrail. In 2019, another truck crashed through an avalanche shed and hurt the driver. Senator Mike Guardrail said on the record, "One of these days, a lot of people are going to die up there." Picture a driver ignoring the ban, towing a trailer onto the pass in winter. The rig loses control, snaps through the guardrail, and tumbles down the mountainside. What to do is the simplest one on this list. If you are pulling a trailer, you are not allowed here at all between mid-November and April. Teton Pass is the only one where the state does not just warn you, it bans trailers completely for 5 months. A sitting lawmaker says deaths are certain without stricter enforcement. Teton took the trailer away. Now the pass that forces you to bring the trailer where nobody else is allowed, Loveland Pass, the required detour for hazardous materials around the Eisenhower-Johnson Tunnel. Number 2. When the Eisenhower-Johnson Tunnel says no because you are carrying something too dangerous to risk a fire underground, the law sends you over the top. US 6 over Loveland Pass climbs to 11,990 feet with a 6.7% grade and sharp, tight turns called hairpins. The Eisenhower-Johnson Tunnel bans hazardous materials, so those trucks use Loveland, traveling in groups on a guided schedule run by CDOT. On President's Day weekend in 2025, an avalanche shut Loveland Pass on Friday and again on Monday. Colorado State Patrol reported 149 vehicle assists, 23 crashes that damaged property, and 3 crashes with injuries. Drivers went past the closure gate during the whiteout, when blowing snow made it impossible to see. A local recovery operator described it plainly. The highway was jam-packed, and they kept pulling spun-out vehicles off the mountain. Picture a hazardous materials driver waiting at that gate. No visibility, watching cars sneak around the barrier. He knows the pass above is under an avalanche, and there is no other legal route for his load. What to do? Respect the hourly guided schedule and never try to beat a closed gate. Loveland Pass carries the loads too dangerous to put through a tunnel. At almost 12,000 feet, on a 6.7% grade with hairpins, there is zero other way when the weather closes it anyway. And the top spot? The pass so dangerous it needed a battle tank for 40 years. Snoqualmie. Number 1, here it is. Interstate 90 over Snoqualmie Pass in Washington sits at 3,015 feet. It carries 29,000 vehicles a day. The area averages 420 inches of snow a year. For over 40 years, the Washington State DOT kept a 105mm World War II cannon, a rifle that does not kick back, and an M60 battle tank. Their job: fire live rounds into the mountain to start avalanches on purpose before the snow could bury the highway. In 2025, the Washington State DOT retired the entire cannon system. They replaced it with a $1 million remote avalanche control system. It has 6 solar-powered towers that can set off a slide from miles away in minutes. But the mountain did not get safer. Last March, a snowstorm spun out trucks and shut down Interstate 90 in both directions, leaving drivers stuck near North Bend. Picture the early morning dark on Snoqualmie, the old way. A crew fires the cannon, the boom echoes, and a huge slab of snow thunders down onto the closed highway. Now, a remote operator clicks a button and the same slide falls. But the road opens to thousands of trucks that same day. What to do has not changed. Respect every avalanche control closure without exception. For over 40 years, the state's answer was to fire live rounds into the mountain. That is how real the threat is, gun or no gun. 8 passes, and the pattern holds every time. Winter turns the mountain into a different road. The drivers who make it through are the ones who treat the gate, the chain law, and the ban like a direct order from someone who has seen the wreckage. Snoqualmie needed a battle tank to keep the pass open for over 40 years. If the state thought that was a reasonable solution, it tells you how dangerous the mountain still is, even now that the gun has gone quiet. The drivers who travel over these passes in snow do not get parades. They get a signature on delivery paperwork and a fresh cup of coffee at the truck stop. But the country runs on the loads they do not drop, and that deserves recognition. What is the winter pass you respect the most? The one you check the forecast for a week ahead. Name it, the state, and what happened the year it caused you trouble. We read every single comment, and the best ones become the next list. If you made it this far, you are probably the kind of person who keeps a logbook even when the computer is down. Hit subscribe so the next warning finds your cab. Until next time, keep the rubber side down and the shiny side up, stay safe, and keep your rig upright.